proper position, just give him the ring. There. Now, underneath you don't move forward. Try to move forward. So it's good to stay out. There. Feel it? And now bring it back. No, bring it up. Yeah. Put it back here. You're not saying it is too high, or you're not saying it is too low. Yes.
Can you guys maybe walk down the aisle? Could you just walk down the aisle for me? I'm trying to hear. I'm sorry.
No. This way. No, that's backwards. This way. There you go. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's try a little, have you tried a little lateral work with him? Yeah. I think you have. Can I see that? Yeah. Okay, this time when you ask him to do that, I want you to relax your thigh a little bit so he'll actually cross over. I think your thigh is blocking him. Does it feel a little more floaty? Yeah. Okay. Your brain was saying he could go, but your leg wasn't. Try again. You still need the support of the lower leg. Get ready. Position. Open. Now, you feel it float? Yeah. It wasn't floating before because your thigh was too tight. Okay, and now we'll change direction. He's running. What are you going to do with your body? Slow it down. Get deeper. Get deeper. Let your leg, your knee go down and don't block it. When you go forward and you're posting, with a strong horse like this, you need to get closer to the horse, not further away. You should push your pelvis forward, your knees relax, and you go forward and down, forward and down, forward and down goes your body. Not forward and up. Right through the corner. Behind you, you're riding, right? Allow him to float over. Push his rear end. And try again. Get ready. Open your hand and lead him over. Take the weight and put it in your iron if you have to help him so he understands. Yeah. I think that was just a misunderstanding. He didn't know.
Well, I think I did open up inside that last part of it.
Oh.
So I think I was pulling him. Is that better?
Not really. Try again. Your brain has to lead him a little bit because that's his balancing aid, right? So get ready, open your thigh and your brain and step, 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 step. That was better. Now do it one more time, and this time I want you to think about pushing him from your inside hip across his back, then point your knee where you want to end up. Ready? Push him over through your back, through your knee. Okay, that time he didn't start. He's got to start with the hind end first, right? Try again. Don't let him go until you feel the hind end step under. Now he can go. Now. He says, well, that's too hard. Now his hind end is going. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
You want the hind end to start one more time. Then he can have a little break. After all, he's only 4. Hind end. He doesn't want to, does he? You have a whip, you know, you could tickle his rear end with it. Right? One more time. Tickle his rear end now. Tickle. It's called refresh. Refresh. There we go. Okay? He's just being a little less lazy with that right hind.
Yeah,
okay.
that's his feet right hind. So.
Yeah, and let's walk a minute. Okay, and let him stretch. So is he a little lazy with the right hind?
Yeah, that's his weak one.
Okay. It's all right.
And that's the one I've had trouble with the leads with, but he's gotten way better. It's just that is his weak
Okay.
one. So I don't know if that has why he's doing it there, but I feel like when I come around the corner, I lose his balance. So I don't know if I'm being too strong here, not supporting him enough with this initially. Like supporting him enough with my outside swingings initially, because I feel like I lose his balance down here.
Yeah, I know, I'm thinking.
Oh, sorry.
You really can't see it,
Okay.
but you can feel it. So I'm thinking that since you're carrying the whip in the right hand, you should go ahead and refresh him with it.
Okay.
Which just means tickling with the latch. Tickle him on the top of his butt to where he gets used to reminding him with it so it's not such a shock when you touch him with it. Because if you're going to carry the whip, he needs to be schooled to the whip. So when you use it, he doesn't react with the front end, he reacts behind it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Let's just try to walk for a minute to the right. Okay, just ask him to step over. But it's the other way, right?
Should I just come down the path?
Yeah. Yeah, just ask him to step over and touch him and touch him. So he gets used to feeling the whip. You know? So it's not like a discipline aid, it's an extra aid for you with your leg. Yeah, you feel it? And then he doesn't have this reaction, oh my gosh, you beat me. It's a tickle. Charles Comfy, who was my first dressage instructor, told me that all horses need to be schooled to the whip. Well, I bought mine off the racetrack, so you know how well that happened. Every time I touched him with the whip, he'd buck me off. I mean, just one tickle, and boom, I was on the ground. So he put on his protege to show me how to do it. And he's got his rear end off just as many times as I did. But I hunted off of him, and I could use my big whip and snap it and touch the hounds. He didn't care. By God, if I touched him anywhere with a short whip,
He was offended.
he threw me in the ground. There. Yes. Don't lean. Stay in the middle of your horse. He comes to you. He comes to you. You know what I mean? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. So I think it's just a matter of using the refresh aid maybe right before you go into a corner
Okay.
to remind him
Step back first.
that he has to step up to the plate here and not be a lazy horse. But it's so minimal. I mean, you're looking, I wouldn't even have noticed it if you hadn't mentioned it until we got to the lateral work, okay? But that doesn't mean it shouldn't be fixed. But he's working very good from behind, very well. It's not like it's anything that anybody would pick out and dwell on. And of course, now that you did that, are you going to write it in that test, Martha, so I can tell you about it? No. She's not listening. Okay, so let's try a little lateral work now. We're going to do the spiral at the trot, and we're just going to practice seeing if you can get in balance both directions. So take his easy way first, and we'll just do a 20, an 18, and a 15, all right? So just bring him in a couple steps each, and then take him back up to the 18 and then the 20, all right? Here we go. I do not believe that you just looked to see if you're on the correct diagonal. Is that what you did? Did you just look to see if you were on the correct diagonal?
No.
What were you looking at? Okay.
I don't know. I just looked down at it.
Well, please don't do that. Especially if you're not checked.
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
What's,
Just check.
no, I like my hands.
What's the matter?
Well, you told me to lower it, but then I don't want to give grace and we're tired.
keep him there. But you don't want to have him turning on the forehand. You want to have the time in carrying. I can step him out some more. 1, 2, that's enough. Keep him there. But you see he's popping his shoulder because your outside hand isn't lower.
Because my outside hand is too low.
It's too high.
Too high.
Put it down. Put a little weight in your outside iron. Up. Now he's not looking to the inside. What happened?
She's picky.
All right, and stepping back out. What you want to be able to do, Jamie, in your body is to be able to adjust your hand anywhere you want it to be without anything else in your body changing, right? And I know that's what you're talking about. It's a little difficult. But the normal person wouldn't even see that, okay? But you're trying for 100%, I guess, which is good. All right, now, let's change direction through the circle. So think about it. Refresh now. Good boy. And start your circle. Refresh. Just a little reminder, a tickle of the lash before you go in that direction. I think we'll get it where it belongs. Now bring it in. Don't forget your upper body. Good. Let your knee go down, block. Down, down, down. You see how it changed the minute you did that?
Yeah.
He went, oh, bring my withers up? Okay.
Yeah, I gave him a slap.
Okay, and step him out. And stay on your circle. And step him in. And step him out. And now we'll try the leg yoke. Come on up the center line or the 3/4 line, either one's fine. Proud of the 3/4. Keep him under himself, refresh. And ask him to step over and leg yoke. And try to get up here. Come down the center line. Refresh. Ask him to step over. And now start our circle. Okay, you feel it now? He's under himself? A little better?
Yeah.
So you need to mess around with that hip and really get comfortable with you pointing out where his weaknesses with the tickle of the lash, okay? Because he's supposed to be schooled as whipped, so you may as well teach him. That it's just an aid, it's not a disobedience, and it's not a mean thing, it's something to help you. Okay. So let him stretch over his back. Don't wire your hand, please. Just keep him here and give him the reins. Down, down, down. Oh, thank God. And now that's keep him back up. Put your reins back up. He said, all right, I'll be down here, thank you. And then ask him to walk. All right, let him rest a minute. Okay, so I think when you notice these little nuances, your whip is what you use. I mean, that's what it's there for. And just tickle him. And you might, just to get him used to it, run it all over him when you're on the ground. Tickle his tummy, tickle everything, tickle his ears. So the whip is nothing new. And when you use it, it's not like, whoa, it means, oh, okay, I need to get up here. Because there's nothing worse than seeing someone in a dressage test carry a whip and never use it, and they shouldn't use it. It's like, what are you doing? Don't take it in there. Hey, I know my daughter was like 12 and she was in her pony club test, and of course she had taken my horse that I got as a 2-year-old for myself with the Swedish Hornblood and broke him and got him all ready. Then mysteriously her 14 3-man quarter horse went lame and she got my horse on there running back. But so she's in pony club, and they were just doing a first level test, and the open, show, she was riding for a well line. And so she went across, she asked him to pan her, and he just ignored her. And she went, oh, whack! And by God, he landed his first stride was on the center line, and he finished the circle. And the judge said, good use of the whip. I mean, he was just blowing her off, saying, I'm not doing it. I don't have to do it. You can't make me. But so, you know, when it's time, use it correctly.
Okay.
Or don't bother carrying it, because
Yeah.
what good is it?
Well, and I had been carrying it, actually, when he's napping, he goes out on his left shoulder so much. So I've been over here, like, on his shoulder, just because I don't feel like I can get it when he decides to go that way. One day, I was jumping with Jill, and I'm like, we're pretty soon going through the trees and the grass. I'm like, I guess we're going back to Kingsway.
Yeah, so that's when we lower the outside hand, even if you do have to brace it, and straighten his neck and say, we're going this way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's been kind of ugly at times.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
so a good weld on the shoulder doesn't hurt.
yeah.
I mean, it's serious.
Okay.
Raise a weld on it.
Yeah, he had a couple
Yeah.
bad days.
I know.
So.
No, but it's true, you gotta do it. You gotta make a believer out of it. You know, you need to be fair, but you need to be firm. And he doesn't have the right to do that, you know. So. When you work in conflict.
Hello.
Well, I just feel like we've started.
Oh, hi, how are you?
You know, I went to
I do. Can you hear me okay?
February 16th,
Okay.
and I felt like it took us
Yes, I do. Can you hear me okay?
a bit.
Yeah, because his neck, you can tell, you can't see it when he's working,
Uh-huh.
because he's down on the bit, but he's still really heavy in here.
Uh-huh.
And this should change, and this should widen up here.
Okay. But I feel like I had a thin bit in his mouth because he just was so strong, and so I just feel like recently he started to, you know.
You're talking about the therapist she had before, correct?
Because when he's standing still,
Uh-huh.
you see his development. When he's working, you see him, his muscles are working correctly, so you can't see this, which is good. So it'll change, That's why I was wondering how long.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get rid of that before we get
It'll
to
go,
stop it.
it'll go.
Spell.
No, the thing of it is,
Uh-huh.
you can't see it, doesn't mean it's not there.
Uh-huh.
They'll see it.
Okay.
If you're gonna do this work, you'll see it.
Yeah.
In your confirmation, you're gonna see
I
it.
need to get rid of that before July.
Well, you know what, a good massage every time you're riding.
Well, and he's really stiff on that side. This side is better.
Yeah.
On this side. He's always had a little knot right there.
Yeah, well, you can massage, massage it when you're done working.
Doesn't this side look a little better?
Oh, yeah. So when you show him, make sure you
I'll make you
stand on the correct side.